An oasis in a sea of racism. That described a once beloved go-to spot for many black activists, athletes, and entertainers in Miami during the 1960s and early 70s. The Hampton House offered high-end activities, plus something most hotels in South Beach didn't: acceptance. However, this former jewel of black Miami completely lost its luster. Many decades ago that happened. It is finally, though, starting to shine again. Our Stephanie Bertini explains in today's Center Stage.
Miami in the early 1960s. Endless sun, sand, surf, and segregation. Black megastars like Louis Armstrong, Nat King Cole, and Sam Cooke were allowed to perform in the city's most luxurious nightclubs and beach hotels, but they were forbidden from staying there, so they had to find other accommodations.
Miami, Florida, home of the Hampton House, a home away from home to thousands of visitors from states of the United States and many foreign lands who seek the fabulous Florida sunshine and potpourri of Gold Coast activities to be enjoyed.
The gem of Miami's Brownsville section, the Hampton House, was a two-story, 50-room inn located just 5 minutes from the airport and 15 minutes from South Beach. It first opened in 1954 as the Booker Terrace Motel and Apartments, but it didn't gain much fame until owners Harry and Florence Markowitz, a white Jewish couple, refashioned the venue with a jazz club and restaurant and then renamed it in 1961. Branded as the social center of the South, this modern and inclusive inn became a hotspot for many black icons of the era, including Dr. King and Sammy Davis Jr., Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali, plus Althea Gibson, Jackie Wilson, and Jackie Robinson.
This was a place that even though segregation was the law of the land, integration was going on here, and people enjoyed coming here.
Although this building wasn't owned by black people, it was frequented by black people. And it was a space where black people felt comfortable being. And you could be yourself. And people who were like the great people that came here before made you feel like that was the place to be.
Everybody enjoyed the food, they enjoyed the entertainment, the music. And it was just a good time. People just had a good time.
From the moment you drive up to the main entrance of the Hampton House, your welcome is assured.
The Hampton House was one of the premier Green Book approved safe spaces in the Jim Crow South. Dr. King delivered an early version of his I Have a Dream speech there in 1960, 3 years before his march on Washington. While fighting under the name Cassius Clay, Ali celebrated his 1964 heavyweight title right there at the Hampton House. It recently became the backdrop for the Amazon original film One Night in Miami.
This is the counter where Cassius Clay, now Muhammad Ali, sat, and Malcolm X stood right in that corner right there and took the photos, those iconic photos of him, of course, being the greatest and telling the great stories that he could. No, the poems that he used to tell, the quick little poems, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
The Hampton House was constantly buzzing for more than a decade.
There is no need going outside for entertainment, not tonight or any other night for that matter, for right on the premises, things are truly jumping.
But with the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the easing of segregation laws in the late 1960s, much of Miami's black community shifted.
When integration came, and then black people could go anywhere, and they got excited about going to all these places that they couldn't go before, it was like they stopped coming here.
And in 1967, just 15 years after it opened, the Hampton House shuttered its doors. This once grand night spot in a thriving middle-class neighborhood quickly fell into decline, and then came decades of decay.
The Hampton House was taken over by the drug addicts, the prostitutes, the homeless. people who you might consider undesirables.
In her early 20s, Dr. Enid Pinckney regularly visited the Hampton House, but it wasn't until 2001 that this retired teacher and then president of the Dade Heritage Trust heard about the trouble that found this former treasure.
I was told that the county was going to tear it down because, the neighbors were complaining about all these people that they didn't want in the building living here, and it was an unsafe structure. So they said, well, can you buy it from the owner? I said, no, we don't have any money.
Having already led the charge to preserve other predominant Miami sites, Dr. Pinckney somehow found a way to fight off the demolition, earn the building historic landmark status, and launch a $6 million restoration project.
The Hampton House, an architect's dream come true.
The hope is that we bring it back to its former glory and that we bring back this community to where it could and should be. The time is now. The time is now.
After a crusade that took nearly a decade and a half, Dr. Pinckney and her group reopened the Hampton House in 2015 as a community hub. It's hosted youth activities, art shows, and music concerts, and everyone involved hopes it can inspire and revitalize a neighborhood that's still struggling with poverty, crime, and indifference.
We need to have more cultural activities going on here. We need to be doing something with art and music and poetry. We need to get these young people so they can stop shooting up each other and bring them in here and teach them about history, the history of this building.
It's a time for reckoning and for folks to look at what needs to be done.
The place is truly rich in history. So much has been preserved. But the fight to keep the Hampton House going and to elevate it to what a growing number of people believe it has the potential to be is ongoing.
The next step would be trying to make this space a place where people can come and enjoy themselves. What good is a space if you're just going to look at it and if it's not going to bring any joy, any economic development, or any real sense of pride and community? If you can't do that as well, then you might as well preserve it in the page of a book.
Clearly, it's a building that deserves a special support from civic institutions, from county, and I'm very proud that in my first budget there'll be $500,000 for Hampton House. So we need to do more to bring people to this venue and help them appreciate, understand the history, both the good, the bad, and the ugly.
The greatest part that it has to give us is a future, not just its past.
The next generation will take the historic Hampton House to greater heights and to greater opportunities and to doing things that you never could imagine before.
I absolutely love this story, and it's a story that needed to be told. For more on this historic Hampton House and what the future holds for this iconic building, we welcome in Board President Jacqui Colyer, who first visited the Hampton House by sneaking in the venue at age 14. Thanks for starting with us and starting your day with us, Jacqui. Happy to have you here. Let's talk about that because you did mention you snuck in the Hampton House when you was 14 years old. You went to see one of your favorite musicians, Jackie Wilson. You don't look like you were old enough to remember it in its heyday, to be quite honest with you. But
you're still right.
But here we go. Take us back to that time when it was in its heyday. Give us an idea what that experience was like.
You can't imagine it, because let me tell you, I grew up in the 60s, and I used to ride by the Hampton House on the bus, headed to church or to other places. And I passed by, and I used to look at this building and think to myself, is this a place where Black people, the Black people are patronizing that place? And it wasn't until I could see from the marquee the names that were there. I mean, Nat King Cole was here, but Jackie Wilson was the person who attracted me to the Hampton House. When I saw his name and his photo picture, I said, I got to figure it out.
Yes.
So
So many, so many big names, legendary stars, entertainers, athletes. They all came through there. They all cherished the Hampton House. Why do we need to hold on to it today? The legacy. Why is it so important to restore this?
It's important to restore it because one of the things that we know is if you don't know where you've been, you can't know where you're going. And so the Hampton House shows us that this was just an amazing neighborhood. And it's going to be that again. We are working with county government, but we're also working with the community to really look at how we restore, how we rebuild, and what they want. Interestingly enough, in 2003, a charrette was done in the neighborhood. And one of the things that they wanted was, the neighbors said in 2003, was we really would like to have the Hampton House be a cultural hub for the Brownsville community. So that just like when you come to Miami and you go to Wynwood or you go to South Beach or any of those other places, it's self-contained and it's really, really a beautiful place. You should see it. We're on 27th Avenue. We're the first exit off of the expressway to when you get from the airport, and it's just a great location. We have sun, of course. It's Miami, and that's why I wear the yellow for the sun today. So it's just a wonderful place. We do need funding. We do need people to become members, and we do need and want people to visit because you have to know where you've been to know where you can go and to know where you're going. I'm sitting at the iconic bar where this picture was taken, where Cassius Clay came in and said, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Young man rumbled.
I love it. And we're definitely going to make it a point to come down there and visit. We're going to encourage everybody else to come down there and visit because it needs to be talked about. We need to see more of this. And I'm happy that we're putting this spotlight on the Hampton House because I have to admit, sometimes I hate my ignorance of not knowing my Black history. I didn't know about this house until I actually saw the movie One Night in Miami depicting the night after Cassius Clay. Then Cassius Clay won the heavyweight champion with Sam Cooke and Jim Brown and Malcolm X being in this hotel room and that night afterwards. That movie itself, though, because it got a lot of buzz, and we talked about the Hampton House, how much did that pique the interest in the facility after the movie was raised? After the movie came out, I should say.
It piqued the interest of the community. It piqued the interest of the country, and people wanted to come to the Hampton House. But remember, we were in the middle of COVID at that time, pre-vaccine, and we weren't allowed to have more than 20, 30 people in here at a time. So as a result, we didn't benefit from it. We weren't able to leverage the star power of the movie for the Hampton House. So what we're going to do is have a relaunch in January of next year. And the following month in February, we're going to have what's called the Greatest Weekend. And we're going to feature Cassius Clay, the Miami years. And it's going to be amazing. So we're looking to really bring in, some of the big stars who have played Muhammad Ali and to have them as a part of this Greatest Weekend. So February 25th, 26th, 27th, come to Miami for the Greatest Weekend.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, rumble, young man.
And we're
rumble.
so much prettier. We're so much prettier than South Beach. I just want you to know that. So, although I love South Beach, we're so much easier to get along with. You're not going to get arrested in Brownsville, but so come to Brownsville.
Thank you, Miss Jacqui.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
what we needed to hear.
This is great for Miami. It's great for the Brownsville community, and we are going to do our part to make sure that people get down there and visit this historical landmark. Jacqui Colyer, thank you for starting your day with us this morning. Best of luck with everything that you got going on down there.